The myth of multitasking. The term multitasking was first published in an IBM paper in 1965 to describe a computer's ability to perform multiple tasks simultaneously. And soon enough, this term became synonymous with humans. But the problem is, the human brain isn't designed to perform multiple tasks at once. And the reality is, neither are computers. It simply switches between programs really quickly, which makes it appear as though it's multitasking. But when we try to do the same, our ability to make meaningful progress in one task becomes next to impossible. And on the face of it, multitasking seems pretty harmless, like replying back to an email whilst working on a PowerPoint, and you might even feel more productive doing so. But the truth is, the continuous context switching between tasks reduces our cognitive ability and actually makes us less productive. So to stay focused, pick one task and only do that one task. But how do we practically do that when every notification seems urgent and the urge to open an unseen message is so irresistible? Here are 3 practical solutions. Method 1, timetable. In school, we had a set timetable. We knew which classes were when, lunchtime was fixed, and home time was 3:15. Well, for me at least. Getting distracted by the class clown is a separate issue, but the idea of not knowing where to put our attention was not really an option, because it was already decided. When it was time for maths, we only had to focus on maths and nothing else. But when we finish school, timetables also stop and we're left to fill our time ourselves. Even if you're working a 9 to 5, the time during this period is somewhat in your control. You can either reply to emails every 10 minutes, or you can allocate a specific time in the day to clear your inbox and use the rest of the time for actual productive work. This is also known as time boxing, intentionally carving out time in your day for specific tasks. So during that period, you're just doing that very thing and not brainlessly multitasking. And whilst urgent and unexpected tasks may come up that take you away from your perfect day, but at least you're increasing the odds of you staying productive, rather than getting distracted by every notification. Method 2, alertness windows. So 90 minutes seems to be the alertness cycle for the human brain at the very top end, and this may vary person to person. Some may be able to stay focused for longer, whilst others for much shorter. So why not use this to our advantage when creating our perfect timetable for the day? A popular productivity method is the Pomodoro technique. This was invented in the late 1980s by a university student, Francesco Cirillo, to overcome his struggle with staying focused. And now it's become a key part of the productivity pop culture, with countless apps and videos on this technique. It's simply where you work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break, and then repeat the cycle. Each cycle represents 1 Pomodoro. Another reason why it's so effective is because the human brain loves working towards goals, and a 25-minute goal is specific and measurable. It's also long enough to get a sizable amount of work done, but also not too long where your mind starts to wander and starts getting distracted by random dance videos on TikTok. And to make this even more effective, turn off all your notifications and just concentrate on that one task for 25 minutes. Now imagine stacking this over a year and ask